guys, and welcome back to Endor episode number 2. If you guys do not know, this is a brand new mock series on my YouTube channel where I'm going to be rebuilding the Battle of Endor Lego mock behind me. If you guys have not seen episode 1, go check it out in the upper right corner. And in case you guys do not know, if this is your first time watching my videos, I make mock videos like these, stop motion videos, haul videos, and army videos. Everything related to Lego, I kind of make content with it. So hope you guys are excited about episode number 2. Make sure you guys stay tuned and stay subscribed for future update videos. But let's get right into episode number 2. Alright guys, just a brief recap of episode 1 in case you guys missed it. I mostly focused on the kind of front terrain of this base area here. You guys can tell this entire base plate and a half base plate has been kind of finished, kind of finalized for that base plate design. That is kind of what the general feel of Endor is going to look like. It's going to be a lot of dark green, a lot of dark brown and other like reddish brown, and then some regular green as well. I also worked a lot on this landing pad with my brother Joseph. He did most of this kind of schematic and design work here. We're still kind of working out the final kinks in the size of that mock kind of landing pad there. But once we do get that kind of finalized plan done, we will start and continue with that probably in episode 3 and 4. But today's primary focus, guys, is actually going to be on this side of the mock. So originally I actually wanted to have a kind of rock mountain here with stairs leading up to it and a giant waterfall. But I really don't think that really matched the general feel of Endor. There wasn't really any huge mountains on Endor or waterfalls, so I decided to just make a creek. So I'm going to start a time lapse now, me kind of tearing up this entire section that was built here, and I'm going to build this entire section over here, and I'll see what I end up with. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse. I managed to get this entire half base plate actually done. So what I did is actually build up a kind of hill structure here. I'm pretty pleased with how it's looking. Of course, it doesn't have any foliage or plants or trees on it yet. But that part will be coming on in the future, of course. But I've gradually kind of built it up from the surface. There is going to be a continuous hill kind of on this side that's not going to be super tall, at least probably 2 more studs, or I should say 2 more bricks high on this side as well. So I've basically greebled this all the way into this from this kind of front section. You can tell the dark green kind of bleeds into this kind of medium green color here. And of course, this actually does lead to the creek. I'm actually thinking about expanding this area, having a little bit more foliage and kind of making it a kind of outer shape. I think it looks a little bit too blocky still. I definitely still have a lot of work to do on this side. I also want to build like a small little island here that the Ewoks are going to be on. So I'm going to get into that second portion of this kind of creek area right now. Alright guys, so I actually went off a little bit without the time lapse for a bit, just because I really wanted to get this section done the way I wanted to do. I kind of had to change it several different times and stuff like that. But now this hillside is done here. If you guys do not know, this entire mock is going to be modular like this, working basically just come apart with a Technic pin system like you just saw there across the entire build. So I'm making this kind of in that same style and fashion here, so it can be easily stored for one, easily displayed for one, and of course easily moved around and kind of put away when it needs to be. But now this entire hillside is there. This is definitely one of the more complex builds. There's a lot of different colors. There's dark tan, there's dark green, there's brown, there's dark brown, and kind of light green here. And if you guys can notice, I kind of left a patch of this kind of open. That is going to be where several trees and of course minifigures are going to be. So that area is going to be kind of left open. And if you actually go back and watch Return of the Jedi, which is a great movie if you've never seen it, by the way, you can tell that there are actual hills kind of in the upper side of the battle scene where they kind of hide out at the beginning of this. These are kind of what these hills are representative of here and here. This one, of course, is going to be expanded all the way down here. It is actually going to be a little bit taller than this when it is completed. Of course, all this stuff is in a rough draft form, but I'm very pleased with how this creek looks. Obviously, there's still a lot of detail that needs to be added to it, but I really like having this kind of variety here. Of course, it is a forest, so there has to be some sort of forest life here. And let me know if you guys want to see a kind of like jungle walkway here that the Ewoks built from this point to this point, or maybe somewhere over here. I think that'd be something pretty cool to have, like a little bridge there. And maybe even possibly a tree here in this middle area. I think that would definitely add a lot to this mock. So overall, guys, I've got a lot of work done on this week. I got almost this entire side of this terrain started and almost complete, honestly. So this mock is definitely going really, really well. Make sure you guys stay tuned for episode 3 and 4, where we're going to be working a lot on the landing pad and kind of this side of the mock. I'm also going to continue a lot of the terrain work and stuff like that. The base stuff will probably come in future uploads when I get a chance to. But like I said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed episode number 2. Stay subscribed, stay tuned, and I will see you guys on the next one.